This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
I want to get into a little bit of the conversation because Godsey, one of the offensive coordinators, and there's some interesting stuff coming out of this because I think it all depends on how you want to look at it. If you want to look at it that way, I'm going to give you the real interpretation of what went on. And because so many of you are freaking out about the play in the end zone, obviously the safety, which was pretty embarrassing to watch, and one that listen, it's kind of an indictment on your team in a way, right? So George Godsey was addressing the media, and you're going to hear David Furones with the initial question from the South Florida Sun-Sentinel, then Joe Shad from the Palm Beach Post, and of course, one of our insiders here exclusively on the show follows up with the question, and you're going to hear Godsey's answer. I'm going to explain to you exactly what went on. If anybody else is interpreting it any other way, they're wrong, okay? Just wrong, period. Whatever writer, whatever talk show host, whatever national talk show host, you name it, it doesn't matter, okay? If anybody else is interpreting this in any other way, they don't know what they're talking about. Only this show is going to break it down for you. Unless they said the same thing I say, then they got it right. But let's hear from George Godsey. And the question, Furones will start off with the question.
Play call in the end zone that resulted in a safety. Could you educate us on how something like that is decided upon? And Jacoby shouldered the blame post-game. Should he have gone elsewhere with the same play call and route patterns?
Well, I think what happens is when you're in the heat of a game, you're calling plays, and that position, especially Jacoby, he made a decision, and I read what he said about it. And I think that's what happens. He made a decision, and right, wrong. If we all went back, we would do different things. Probably we would do something different, or we could do something different. But we didn't. That's what we did in that play. And so we have to learn and grow from that experience of what happened on that particular play. But that's what happened on that play, and that's what happened.
Joe?
If you had a choice, would you rather pay $12 for the cheese grater on Amazon or pay less than $2 on...
I wouldn't want to pay.
Hey, Eric, just to follow up to make sure we're clear, did Jacoby make that play call, or did that come from the coaching staff?
No, we called that play into him. Yeah, that wasn't an audible or anything of that nature, no.
Okay, and just to close the loop on that one particular play, was Waddle in fact an eligible target on that play, or was he supposed to just be a decoy that does not get the ball?
No, that was an empty formation, and we had 5 eligible receivers in that particular formation.
All right, so there you go. That's the explanation. Now, you want me to break it down for you? The coach is being incredibly nice. He just told you, no, that's the play we called. Now, some of you out there may interpret it like, oh, well, how stupid are they? Can they call it? Yeah, you have 5 options. The dumbass picked the wrong option. And I'm talking about Jacoby Brissett. And if he doesn't call himself a dumbass for doing that, then, look in the mirror, buddy. So we're all dumbasses at one point or another. You were a dumbass. That's it. Pretty simple. That was the play called. Yes, exactly. You have 5 different options. Obviously, in that scenario, that option's out. You have other options. And the dumbass chose the wrong option. He's just being nice, saying, no, that's the play we called. He has 5 different options there. Those are the decisions you make. You have to live with them. You have to learn from them. He's not telling you at any point saying, we told him to throw to that guy in that scenario. No. It's a play that's called. You have 5 different options. Now you got to go for down, distance, the scenario, everything that you're in, and then you've got to do the math. Obviously, Jacoby Brissett is not very good at math. What did I tell you? What did I say in the post-game show? What did I say yesterday? Or Tuesday also? I don't know. Brain farts, right? That's what it was. The dude has brain farts. And he's deep into his career already. They have no confidence in him. That's why they kept running the ball inside the 5. That's why they went for the 50-yard field goal and said, no, let's not. If you had confidence in your quarterback, you try to win that game and keep driving. But you don't do that with him because you've had brain farts, because they must happen in practice also. So nobody on the Dolphin coaching staff told Jacoby Brissett that was the right option. He chose that option. He chose to make that play, which should scare you even more about Jacoby Brissett. It's a play you call. You got 5 different options. You got to know already right away that's not one of them. Okay, so obviously there are a couple of others that they feel will be open in this scenario, and he obviously chose the wrong one. It's pretty simple math here. Not for Jacoby. I'm talking about deciphering what went on Sunday. It was all Jacoby and no one else. So if you want to come up with whatever you want to come up with about the offensive coordinators, you can go ahead and do that. But the bottom line is Jacoby Brissett did something incredibly stupid, which shows you how much you cannot trust him. Because at this point in his career, if he's doing that kind of shit, then you know he shouldn't be starting. And he has no business being a starting quarterback. But there you go. So really easy to explain what happened in that play. And I figured it wasn't the coaches that made that call. Give me a break, dude. You're a pretty bad coach if you would say, hey, throw it to Waddle on a screen inside the end zone, especially a guy that's not a quick twitch athlete. That how are you going to do it with that guy? That would make zero sense at that point. So you got your explanation. Godsey was being really nice and at least leaving a little gray area so he can kind of cover for his guy. But in a way, in the first answer, when he says, hey, he made a decision, we all got to make decisions, and you got to live with them, you got to learn from them and all that crap, and being nice.